Hey guys, what's up? I was asked to make a video talking about how to get better as a sniper on Predator grounds. And right at the start of the video, I'm already gonna say that 90% of it, it's mainly practicing the game a lot, just playing it a lot, using the sniper a lot. You can practice by trying to first try to shoot the AI with it until you get used to the way that the weapon feels. And I'm mainly talking about, of course, the Soul Sniper, because that's usually the when people ask me about how do I snipe like this and how do I get like to be able to do that much damage and get those hits, it's always gonna be with the Soul Sniper, which is overall the best sniper in the game because of the high damage that it can do per shot. So just get used to the weapon, just try it out more, and just try it out eventually, like as first with the AI, and then you can go to the Predators. And of course, like depending on how the Predator moves, the speed of the Predator, the way that the Predator players moves around in the match, it can get harder. But it's gonna be a lot of just mainly practicing with the sniper a lot, just like with any weapon in this game. Other thing could be to find what are the best settings for you. So what you need to do is just go to the game settings and look at the mouse sensitivity and mouse ADS sensitivity, or if you guys are playing on console, just go there, just should have like the control sensitivity. Just change that to the way that you feel it's gonna be the best for you, because for me, I'm gonna be showing here like what I have in mind, but this might not be the best option for you. This is something that I just messed around with that, like I keep changing it until it got to the point where like, oh, this helps me snipe better. This sensitivity while having to like just aiming and ADS is what helps me more to be able to hit the target. Because sometimes it's not that you're bad at sniping, it's just that you're not playing with settings that you like are made for you, you know. It has a lot to do with that, because I met players that were very good like at sniping, like they were like in the same level. However, one used a very low sensitivity and the other one used a very high sensitivity. Like they were like one extreme to the other in regards to this. And if they were to switch places with their sensitivity, I'm pretty sure they would probably lose a lot of performance, because you're used to this type of sensitivity. That's the one that works for you. That's the one that you are good at. So if you just change it a lot, like you're just gonna become like in 1 second a terrible sniper because you're not used to that configuration. But just mess it out with that. Another thing I would say, go to the attachments of the Soul Sniper, and also the attachments. I usually recommend the 6x for most part. That's the one that I use the most, because I think it's just like the overall most balance around. I don't usually recommend for the Soul Sniper Iron Sights, holographic, or 4x, because they seem to be maybe a little off. I think Beer Warrior made a video showcasing that sometimes the shot doesn't go where the aim is, you know. So that can happen, and I just usually overall like don't like those. I mean, it just make it feel like it's harder to snipe because of those. Red dot can be very good. That's the one that I use for Hammerhead. If you don't plan on trying to like hit specific body parts of the Predator, if you just want to, you know, hit the green icon, just spot the Predator and shoot your green icon, you can use it, because you don't really have to zone in much to hit the Predator in this game. The weapons are hit scan, there is no bullet drop, so regardless of the distance, if you just aim at the green icon and shoot and there is nothing between you and the Predator, you're gonna hit the shot. So it doesn't really matter that much. And the red dot doesn't cover much of your screen, so it just feels faster for you to ADS with the red dot in comparison to the 4x, 6x, 10x, and it's not gonna cover much of your field of view, you know. That's why a lot of people use it, but I just never liked it much. I tried it at first, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like much of like a sniper. I just like the 6x a lot. I also have used the 10x in many occasions. I think it's really cool. I think it makes you feel even more as a sniper, and you can specifically try to target specific body parts of the Predator, you know, because you can zoom in more. This is good especially for headshots. If you want to try to take off the Predator mask, I mean, sometimes this can help you with that. But I would say 10x is probably one of the ones that takes more skill to get used to, because the zone might be too much depending on the distance. So for me, I mean, it's a little harder. Like for me, it's easier to play with the 6x, but sometimes I just prefer to use the 10x just for fun, you know. It's not gonna be effective in like in a match which I really want to win, but it's just like fun for me. For the other attachments, I don't recommend using the suppressor. It makes the shots make less noise, but it trades for damage, so you don't want to reduce the damage. The whole point of this weapon is supposed to be the high damage, so using something that decreases that is just gonna go like in the way of it. The magazine, you should always go for the extended magazine. I mean, gonna have, I think it's gonna go from 5 to 10 bullets, so there's only advantage on this. It's better to have more bullets on your clip so you can snipe more and not have to reload so often. And all funny trivia, one guy once asked if I was using hacks because I had 10 bullets on my sniper. You probably didn't even know that extended magazines are a thing in this game, the attachments on weapons are a thing in this game, which is weird, but, well, anyway. Other thing I can cover are the classes. Which classes are best for sniping? Well, the Assault is very strong, like it can work with any class, but the class people tend to use it more would be Assault, Recon, and Dutch 87. With the Recon, I mean, Recon is supposed to be like the stealth sniper class in the game, and he has like a longer spotting, and the Predator is spotted for longer with the green icon, together with the perk that even extends that. Kinda helps a lot with sniping, because you just have to point and click to the green icon of the Predator, and just keep sniping over. Recon trackers that are good at sniping are a nightmare because of this. So that, and he also has the sniper specialization, which increases the damage of while it's spotted. So usually the Recon tracker tends to be the sniper glass cannon build. And then you have Assault and Dutch, which are kind of like the more tankier version of like a good sniper in this game. The Assault is good because it does more damage, 10% more damage of the bullets, which includes the sniper. And it has the hip fire accuracy as a passive, and if you put Action Hero on it, it's gonna make it even easier for you to be able to do no scopes, because a lot of people like to use no scopes. If you're very good with no scopes, it can like work even better, because you don't have to have like the half of a second that you take to ADS, you know. So it's gonna be a faster shot. You just shoot it right away without having to aim with the let's say 6x, you know. If you just practice a lot with it, it can be very devastating against the Predators, because you just do one no scope, and other one is just like, and before you know, already like a sniper him like 3 times in a row, and most of his HP is gone from just like the sniper shots of a single fireteam player. So Assault, I would say, if you want to practice, get good with no scopes, just go for Assault. Put Action Hero, take Scan, maybe Quick Release for the pistol. I won't have to reload the sniper much faster, but just having I usually recommend take Skin so you can be tankier and not die so fast. But Action Hero on Assault with for no scoping, it's a sniper is great. Assault already does more damage. For specialization, you can put like probably Fanatic or Reckless. And then Dutch 87. Dutch 87, a lot of people like using it because, well, it's a very strong class, and because it does more hip fire damage, so it's also good for no scopes. Put Action Hero on it. It won't be as easy to do no scopes with Dutch 87 as it is in comparison to the Assault, because of the passive of the Assault, which makes it which increases the hip fire accuracy even more. But still, like, the shots with Dutch 87 just hurt more, I think, because I think that if you have like leader, which counts for the user, so you have leader, which is 15%, and then you have the hip fire accuracy of 10%, it's gonna be 25, while Assault by default is gonna have just 10% more of the bullet damage. You can maybe if you have like Fanatic activated, you can have 10% more. That's gonna be 20. So it's just easier to apply damage with Dutch 87. Dutch 87 can do more damage with weapons that are hip firing, like the sniper or the 1011 pistol. So also a very good option for it. But about the Predator movement in this game, well, something that can get in the way of sniping are the branches, but at the moment they have decreased the HP of them, so you can just easily destroy them if they are blocking the way. Usually if the Predator is like right behind the branch, even if you try to aim like above the branch in like a spot where it looks like you're gonna hit, the Predator is not gonna hit. So you have to, it's something that you learn through the game, like the right spot. If the Predator is moving through a branch, you have to go shoot him while he's between one little branch to the other, you know? Because if you try to shoot while he's one of the other options, he's gonna just hit the branch instead, and he's gonna make you like lose the shot. A lot of the sniping in this game comes with sniping the Predators or they're leaping. That's mainly about getting used to the timing. It's just about timing, yeah. It's just about like you knowing how the Predator arc while they leap works. It's gonna be like it's gonna go up and down in like a straight line, and you just position the ADS, just aim there, and about just time it well so you can shoot him. While leaping from one branch to the other is also can be done like very easy. Sniping the Predator while he's like second winded. A big problem with Predator players is that when they go second wind, they start lipping a lot. They just start lipping over and over and over across the map, and sometimes they're even spotted. If you're spotted, you don't want to put yourself in a position where the fireteam can hit you, because if you're lipping, you're in the air. There's nothing blocking you from the fireteam bullets. So if you just lip a lot, you just gonna get like a bunch of sniper shots on you. So Predator players, like, if you get second wind, that you can leap it depending on the position, but try to like hide behind the tree. Like first, before leaping, go behind like a cover. Like you have to know a lot about the environment, because this game is a lot about practice and knowing the environment around you, knowing the maps, knowing the game mechanics. And same thing, like sometimes I cannot snipe well because the predator just jumps or moves behind cover, and if that happens, if he's not on my field of view, I cannot snipe. So something that people can do, and I mean they did a lot. And you can go to the rooftops areas in like maps like Derailed or Airstrip and just practice with the sniper there. Just keep sniping AI when you see the predator to snipe him. And I would say that's mainly it. Just getting used to the sniper, it has come down to just a lot of practice, finding the right settings for you. You can, of course, there's the getting used to the what you're shooting at, because the predator is different from sniping, like let's say a COD game is different from the movement from a normal human. But it's something that you get used to, and it's usually like, despite the predator being faster, like it doesn't, like, because of the spotting mechanics, I think it can make it even easier, because you can hit him from very far as long as he's pretty much like all I can say, because like the sniping for me just came naturally. Just I became better at sniping just because of these things that I mentioned. If you guys have any other questions regarding sniping, you guys can ask in the comments section. But for me, I would say what I've been talking about so far was mainly all that it took for me to get good at sniping this game.